I think that the last minute move by the Trump administration to label the Ansar Allah group as terrorists was strategically done. It follows the vein of the assassination of Qasem Soleimani, of the ripping up of the Iran nuclear deal, that there are different factions within our ruling class in the United States that have differences about how to handle the conflict in the Middle East, and that Trump aligned himself with Netanyahu and the Likud party in Israel, and that they had a particular interest in preventing any negotiations. The aim was to make it more difficult for Biden to negotiate both with the Islamic Republic of Iran and now with the revolutionary forces in Yemen by labeling them as terrorists, by murdering the top Iranian general. The effort is to try and prevent negotiations so the money for weapons manufacturers such as Betsy DeVos, right? Betsy DeVos, Trump's Secretary of Education, is the brother of Eric Prince, the owner of Blackwater, the huge military contracting corporation. And, you know, to keep the weapons flowing in, to keep building the Arab NATO the Trump administration wants to build, to keep selling all kinds of armaments to US-aligned despotic regimes throughout the Middle East. There's a desire to prevent any negotiation or softening of relations. But we can hope that perhaps one positive that can come out of the new administration is perhaps they will have a different approach. Perhaps some kind of negotiation can take place. And perhaps the United States will recognize that the people of Yemen are not going to surrender. They are going to keep fighting for their national liberation. So it would be better to negotiate with them. It would be better to call off their Saudi attack dogs. And it would be better to somehow recognize the Yemeni people and their right to have their own government and their own national sovereignty.